We will continue our discussion about providing quality teaching and how the provision or availability of quality teaching uh, is seen as an essential element of language curriculum design. Okay, so we will discuss the last part of providing quality teaching, and much of the information is coming from Richard's book, Curriculum Development in Language Teaching. Now we'll see the learning processes, right? We have already taken a good look at the teachers, the teaching processes, and the teaching context, right? Now we're going to see the learning processes or the learners and their needs and how they are seen as a pivotal part of the provision of language, provision of quality teaching, right? Well, the main rationale behind this discussion is that learners are not ruled out of the overall design of the curriculum. Rather, they are considered to be important party, and they need to be analyzed when we talk about maintaining and achieving quality teaching, right? Because quality teaching much depends upon the learners. It's the how they learn and what they learn and what are their learning styles. Okay. Well, the learning processes are influenced by various factors. One of them is the understanding of the course. I mean, how they understand the course. They have their own expectations, which could not match the expectations of teachers. So they need to be clear about the overall goals and the reasons behind doing a specific lesson or doing a specific poem, for example. And they need to know why teachers are employing different specific approaches. So, for example, I could tell my own experience while I was teaching composition and writing course in a university. I had my own, philosophy and belief about language teaching, and I was sort of a very much communicative teacher then, and my students were basically they wanted to learn English through its grammar. So their beliefs actually tend to differ my own beliefs about language teaching. So it's important to clarify the learners about the overall mission of the program, right? Okay. Secondly, views of learning is another factor. As I talked about, while before about, I gave an example of differing beliefs, my own belief and learners' expectations. So views of learning could also be seen as an important element of learning processes, right? And then thirdly, it's the learning styles, right? Some are concrete learners, some are analytical, some are communicative, and some are teacher-centered. By concrete means students could learn well if they are given some concrete examples in the form of visuals, or analytical, who are very much critical, and they want to know why, they want to know the reasons. Okay, the communicative, they want to develop the fluency, right, and the teacher-centered, which you could see in our country in most of the state-run schools. And the background I'm coming from, I was when I was in the school, I was very much teacher-centered learner, and it was influenced by overall my schooling, right? And fourthly, is the motivation, how the learners are motivated. We need to know these learning processes and what sort of support they need to understand the overall objective of the course. So in brief, learning processes, as like I said in the beginning, shouldn't be ruled out of while making decisions about providing quality teaching. Rather, it should be seen as an integral part of making decisions about providing quality teaching.